Ex-girlfriend uses her pregnancy to force me to marry her. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Me, 33M, and my girlfriend, 33F, have been together for approximately half a year. All has been smooth sailing, great chemistry, lots of fun together, lots of love and support. Both of us are family oriented and ready for something serious. We live 7,000 miles apart in different countries, me in Spain, her in Malaysia. I met her while I was in Malaysia visiting relatives. We arranged to see each other regularly despite the distance. I visited her multiple times, since I was lucky enough these past months to have some flexibility with work, and also took care of the necessary paperwork for her to come spend time with me in Spain this summer. Back in October 2019 we decided we were committed to making long-distance work. Half a year later, we were making serious plans for marriage, having a baby and her coming to live with me in Spain permanently at the end of 2020 or beginning of 2021. However, recently things shattered when I found out I was not her only boyfriend. I noticed some things on her phone. I've been cheated on before and my gut feeling told me something was wrong. Apparently, when I met her she was still in a long-distance relationship for 3 years with a guy from Australia, which she never mentioned to me. He also had no clue I existed. 2 months into our official relationship, when I was back in Spain, her other boyfriend apparently visited my girlfriend for her birthday and they spent a week in a hotel together. Explains why it was more difficult for me to reach her that week. She had plenty of excuses. She told me she was sleeping with one of her female friends. The friend covered for her, knowing about the multiple boyfriend situation. So I feel very much manipulated by both of them. I even sent them money treating them on a girls' night out, for my girlfriend's birthday. So unbeknownst to me, my girlfriend spent a week with her other boyfriend in a hotel celebrating her birthday, and he flew back home to Australia afterwards. Just 2 days after that she broke up with him, leaving him devastated and blindsided. She managed to blame him for the breakup also, saying he wasn't covering her needs in a way that she expects from a man. The guy is not that wealthy. I found out he had been sending my girlfriend money to help her with her rent and her car. But she broke up with him because he refused to give her additional money for the barber. So she broke up with him for that. He tried his best to reconcile, offering to borrow the money she needed for the barber from his friends, but she wouldn't have it. I think she set her eyes on someone more promising, me. And that she decided it was time to let the other guy go. It was quite shocking for me to see how she treated someone she has been with for 3 years. The guy also asked her if there was maybe a new relationship involved. She lied and denied it, of course. She did tell him she still blamed him for having flirted with another girl 2 years earlier via text, which she had never been really able to forgive him for. Anyhow, here is where I found out my girlfriend is a serial cheater and uses guys for their wealth. Similar to her other boyfriend, I had also been sending her money to help her out with her rent then moving into another apartment. But apparently when my girlfriend is done using a guy, she drops him like a rock. She cheated on him, she cheated on me, and it wasn't the first time she cheated. I know of several previous boyfriends she told me about which in retrospect must have overlapped with her Australian boyfriend, so she was being deceitful to all of them. Everything unraveled quickly. I found out how manipulative she is on social media, perfectly orchestrating who of her connections gets to see specific updates to steer people's opinion and perception. For instance, all the pictures she posted of me and her during the first months of our relationship were carefully hidden on social media for certain people, just so her other boyfriend and his friends in Australia would not find out. So they were oblivious to my existence. The guy was still supposed to come visit her for her birthday after all, which he did. After I found out, I confronted her. We had a big fight. She kept lying and refused to own up to her behavior. She denied everything, and started trickle-truthing only after I presented undeniable evidence. There seemed to be just remorse for being caught, and she didn't want me to leave her. She insisted on me arranging for her to be able to come live in Spain, still. But I ended up going back home alone. After a lot of drama, she held onto my arm and luggage with an extremely powerful grip for probably 5 or 6 hours, physically hurting me and preventing me from leaving to the airport. Eventually I managed to escape when I had calmed her down and she was in the toilet for a minute. I felt used and deceived. She is someone I truly don't trust any longer, and she has no respect for the men in her life, even if they move heaven and earth for her. I went back to Spain and the first few days she called/texted me over 100 times per day, stating she is sorry and wants me to give her a second chance. She wants me to marry her. I told her this is off the table and will never happen after the events that unfolded. I consider this relationship to be finished, no need to postpone the inevitable. There is no coming back from these things, I've tried before and it just doesn't work. Best to get the grieving over and done with. A week after I broke up with her, however, I received news that she is pregnant. The chance is solid. It's mine. We were planning for my girlfriend to come live with me in Spain at the end of the year and a baby was welcome. I loved this girl and I was ready to settle down. However, her lying and cheating has completely changed the way I view her. I was naive and trusted this woman. When I found out she cheated, I left her the same day, and also told her explicitly she should take Plan B, the morning after pill, since she should absolutely avoid getting pregnant in this situation. I was going to leave and was moving back home 7,000 miles away, for good. I didn't want a child to grow up in a broken home, so I wanted her to take Plan B, just to make sure a child was not brought into this mess. She didn't listen, didn't take the Plan B, and of course ended up getting pregnant. She has been over the moon excited about this, based on her social media. I'm very disappointed she now involved an unborn child into this complex and very sad situation. However excited she might be about the pregnancy, she cannot accept the breakup and is still pushing for me to marry her, and asked me to bring her to Spain so she can live with me, together with her baby, which she insists is mine. I'm furious and heartbroken for being put in this position. Since I have been cheated on before by my previous girlfriend of 10 years, my new girlfriend knew how important it was for me to be able to trust someone. I told her many times. She completely violated that trust. And now she is using this unborn baby to try to bind me to her, to sacrifice my own integrity, sanity and self-worth to give her a second chance. So I know now my girlfriend is manipulative and shows little respect for others. I also don't believe she is legitimately remorseful. I know there is a chance that I am not the father, since I know she is a cheater and has many guys interested in her. But there still is a solid chance it's my kid, since in the week she likely conceived we were basically together nonstop, until the confrontation unfolded. So, now I'm stuck with a manipulative, cheating, ex-girlfriend who lives on the other side of the planet. I don't want to let her into my life, but what to do about the kid? I'm contemplating whether I should appeal for full custody, if a DNA test proves it's actually my kid. Is that in the kid's best interest? If I live in Spain and the kid lives with its mother in Malaysia, I will hardly see the kid growing up. I will just serve as an ATM. If I get custody, my ex-girlfriend will be the one not seeing the kid growing up. Shared custody is almost impossible with 7,000 miles between us. My girlfriend is probably still hoping I forgive her and bring her to Spain with me, pretending nothing happened and having our baby together. But I refuse to give in to her demands and wishes. It feels like I would be giving in to her manipulation again, and I'm sick of feeling like that. I don't want anything to do with my ex anymore, someone with these values, who is so irresponsible and selfish and who decided to bring a kid into this mess. I'm also very upset with myself for my stupidity for moving too quickly with someone I apparently couldn't trust. Part of me says I should cut all ties and block all contact. Part of me says I should accept that I have a kid which I will hardly see growing up and which I will just support financially, not how I imagine being a father, and this makes me extremely sad. And part of me says I should try to get custody and have the kid grow up with me, but then the kid will hardly see its mother, and there will be a hell of a custody battle to fight probably, in a foreign country. Really have no clue what to do honestly. The pregnancy is not far along yet, by the way, about 1.5 months now. Summary: girlfriend cheated. Turned out she doesn't respect her romantic partners and dated multiple boyfriends simultaneously. I found out and left her, but shortly after found out she is pregnant. There is a chance it's mine, but we live 7,000 miles apart. No idea what to do. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.